So, have you ever said, and I know you have, my guides told me, my guide said this, I did my tarot, I did the pendulum, and I got this. When you're trying to discuss something or a decision with someone, and you say, my guide said this. Well, in my study of the I Ching, it states very clearly in there that when we use that phrase, my guide said this, that is ego. That is ego talking, it's ego appropriation. And while I felt the truth of that, I never really had a true experience of what the I Ching was trying to say, how the ego was appropriating this sharing of your inner truth or true guidance. And this weekend, for some reason, I caught myself saying, and I very rarely even talk about, well, I got my guidance said this, you know, um, and I caught myself a couple of times saying, well, my guidance was said this. And I felt in that moment, and I understood what happens when you say that. And there are several different reasons why you may be saying that, why the ego is appropriating or saying this. Number one, it can be taking credit for what your inner truth and your guides and your helpers are delivering to you. And so, why I'm telling you this, I'm all over the place here. I'm sorry, I'm not making any sense. Why I'm telling you this is when you have a conversation or whenever the ego is speaking and is taking credit for your inner truth, it is tainting everything that comes after it. It taints your inner truth. It taints the conversation that you're having, and it diminishes your inner truth, right? And it also diminishes your helper's ability to move things forward, right? Okay, so when you say, my guide said this, it could be the ego wanting to take credit. It could also be wrapped up, and this was the case for me, of uncertainty of sharing what I truly knew to be my truth. It's almost like a cop out. Like if I say, oh, my guides told me this, or I threw the coins, or I did the pendulum and I got this answer. It's almost like a scapegoat that you can use your guides and your helpers in the universe as a scapegoat if something doesn't go wrong. Like we don't want to stand in our truth. And when we do that with that energy underneath that, it ruins everything. It taints and everything. You're not standing in your inner truth. And there are plenty of other reasons why you might say, my guide said this. You don't truly want to share your inner truth, or you don't want to be held accountable or responsible. And that is just not good, right? It like I said, it taints everything. So the next time you find yourself saying, my guide said this, or that, look and see what energy is underneath that. Are you too afraid to stand in your own authority, to share authentically, or are you so afraid to speak truthfully that others look into it? I think there's just going to be fear at the base level of all this. All right. I hope that made sense. I felt like I was rambling, but we'll try to keep it as short as possible. So, yeah, I think my guides are telling me to end this video now. Okay, bye. Till next time.